So, how long have you been working at Edge Vision Intelligence Ltd, or Edge for short?
It's not really a question of me working with them, really. I was already here when they arrived. This has been my desk since 1993.
What was it like to work in the field back then?
It was very different. We had to pretend we were working for like 8-9 hours every day. And that's to be even considered a mediocre human resource. On the plus side, they gave us some vague description of a starship they wanted by the end of the year and never actually bothered to check whether we are building a scooter or a rocket. Oh, you needed windows in the cockpit? See you next year then, that's how it worked. Now it's sprint commitment, demo, forward testing, backward testing, smoke testing, unit testing, test testing, release train. Release train engineer. Speaking of which, I have a stand-up meeting, just one sec. I've resolved my network issues, but VPN is acting up again. I probably have to check a few things with UX also and the data sync team to unblock myself and start the story. I'm analyzing the components until they respond. That's all from my side. Where were we? That probably bought me about 3 days. Estimation is very important these days. My unit of estimate is 1 sprint.
And what happens when the task is actually difficult?
I'll tell them it will take 3 sprints. And there are also a lot of unknown risks to consider. Worst case, I really have to do it, but then I do it in 6 weeks. Or more, who cares?
How does this reflect on your promotion and salary?
Great question. Actually, I've been a senior since 2001. Probably by now, my hourly rate is higher than the CEO's. I heard kids call this act your wage now. Imagine bragging about not working properly in the 90s. Crazy word.
Circling back to your experience, I reckon the pandemic vastly changed how you do things at Edge.
It was very frustrating at first. I thought if they can't see the heart sitting around at my desk that I'm so proud of, they might actually start to measure my output. But they didn't. Isn't that just mental? Anyway, I picked up gardening. It's great.
Now that working from home brought about the highest profits in the last 30 years, back to the office is trending at basically every big company though.
Yes, Edge is doing that as well. It's really the best of both worlds as advertised. At home, I'm attending meaningless meetings while gardening or playing with the kids. At work, we are not scoffed at anymore when we socialize all day in the kitchen. It's actually encouraged now. Sometimes I fear my desk gets lonely. Imagine this. Once I came to work without my laptop. I didn't even go home for it. Instead, I paired with an intern all day.